What's up, guys? We're here with week 2 of the UPBA, our team builder for our match against CSA, XCR, and the Tacoma Tapus. So let's talk about CSA's team real quick here. He's got Excadrill, Breloom, Gigalith, Galvantula, Swellow, Linoon, Tapu Fini, Cresselia, Moltres, Muck, and Mega Garchomp. His Z-Captains, his two offensive Z-Captains are Excadrill and Tapu Fini, and his Super Saiyan Z-Captain is Moltres. Something to note about Moltres is that it's very common to run like a Z Sunny Day set to get the speed boost, and then all of a sudden you outspeed your opponent's team and stuff like that, so that's something to look out for there. My opponent's hazard setters are Excadrill, who can set up Stealth Rocks, Gigalith, who can set up Stealth Rocks, Galvantula, who can set up Sticky Webs, and Mega Garchomp, who can set up Stealth Rocks. My opponent's hazard removers are Excadrill with Rapid Spin, Swellow with Defog, Tapu Fini with Defog, and Moltres with Defog. Although Swellow and Moltres rarely ever run Defog, I would expect Excadrill probably to be his dedicated spinner, because he wouldn't want to get rid of the webs on my side of the field. My opponent has 4 times weaknesses in Breloom to Flying, Moltres to Rock, and Mega Garchomp to Ice. And my opponent has priority in Breloom with Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave, Swellow with Quick Attack, Linoon with Extreme Speed, and Muck with Shadow Sneak. So let's look over our team real quickly here. We are bringing Monkey Boy the Infernape this week. Unfortunately, I didn't even notice this until I was filming the battle, but I hadn't specified a gender for Monkey Boy, and so it was Monkey Boy was a female during the battle, which was kind of funny. We are running Jolly Max Speed, Max Attack this week. We are trying to speed tie with Max Speed Galvantula. We're running Poisonium Z this week with Gunk Shot, specifically for the Tapu Fini is the goal. That's pretty much the only reason that we're running this. It's also going to hit the Breloom pretty well outside of that. Yeah. So that's what that's there for. Close Combat is there for the Excadrill, the Gigalith, the Linoon, the Swellow, and the Mega Garchomp. Fire Punch is there for the Breloom, the Excadrill, the Galvantula, and that's about it. And U-Turn is there for Momentum. We cannot touch the Cresselia with this set besides U-Turn, and we can't touch the Moltres or the Muck with this set, although I don't believe that he would bring the Muck. I'm very hesitant to say that he's going to bring Muck. I'm also very hesitant to say he's going to bring Mega Garchomp, because I don't think Mega Garchomp matches up well against my team. It's just too slow, and Kieran Black will just destroy its face. Speaking of Kieran Black, we're bringing Kurama, the Kieran Black, again this week, bringing another Choice Scarf set this week, but we are bringing a little bit of a different set than we did last week. Last week we brought a very physically offensive set, and this week we're bringing a very specially offensive set with Ice Beam, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, and Fusion Bolt. Ice Beam hits Excadrill, hits Breloom, it hits Swellow, it hits Moltres pretty well, and it hits Mega Garchomp. Draco is there for anything that doesn't want to take an Ice Beam, essentially. Earth Power is there for the Excadrill, the Gigalith, Muck as well, and Fusion Bolt is there for the Tapu Fini, the Swellow, and the Moltres. We are running Naive, Boosting Nature, 28 speed, which lets us outspeed Max Speed Swellow. I didn't really want to speed creep any Scarfers that he might be running, because I think if he was going to run a Scarfer, it would be like Scarf Galvantula. So I didn't want to put that much speed investment into outspeed Scarf Galvantula, because I think that's just a waste of my time. So I'd rather just outspeed Max Speed Swellow with my Scarf plus the speed investment, and then hit harder. So running max special attack, because we have 3 special attacking moves, and 228 attack investment, which is already fine because Kieran Black's attack stat in itself is like monstrous. So that's Kieran Black's set. Next up, we're bringing Steve for the first time. Steve is also a male, so we'll just change that real quick. We're running Life Orb, Intimidate. So I don't think that running 2 Scarfers this week is the greatest of ideas, so I didn't run and another Scarf on Crocodile. I do want to switch up moves and stuff like that, so I think Life Orb is the best option for me in that regard. Intimidate is there for the Excadrill primarily, because that thing is gonna try and get in sand and sweep me, so I want to lower its attack so it can't do that. Earthquake hits pretty much everything on his team except for Swellow, Moltres, and Cresselia. Rock Slide is there for the Galvantula and the Moltres and the Swellow. Knockoff hits everything on his team. His only dark resists are Breloom and Tapu Fini, and I don't really count either of those as dark resists, and neither of them really want to lose their item, so that'll be fun. Aerial Ace is also there for the Breloom. It will OHKO the Breloom. It probably does a lot of damage to the Galvantula as well, I would think. That's Crocodile. We're running 240 speed Jolly. This lets us outpace Moltres by 1 point, unless he's Scarf. That would be interesting. But yeah, we're outspeeding Moltres. Max attack. 16 in defense. It was a fun time. Fun time with Steve. We're bringing Thick the Registeel back. Leftovers, pretty standard set. We're bringing Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Protect. Protect just to get some of our HP back and maybe Scout for a move or something, whatever he wants to go for, or stall a Sand Turn. Stealth Rock is good against his team. He has Swellow who's weak to it, Galvantula who's weak to it, and Moltres who's super weak to it. Earthquake is there to hit the Excadrill better. I can actually eat an Earthquake from him with this EV spread that I'll talk about in a second, and my Earthquake 2-hit KOs him as well. Rock Slide's here for the Moltres, and yeah, that's pretty much it, because I can't really take on the Moltres anyways, but if I can predict the Moltres coming in on a switch on my Registeel, then that's what that's there for. Max HP, 140 defense was all I needed to be able to live an Earthquake from Excadrill in the first place. Sorry, 140 defense Impish is all I needed to live an Excadrill Earthquake in the first place, like not get OHKO'd by it. A Life Orb Excadrill, that is. So with 140 defense, max HP, we're tanking that thing for days. We can eat one and fire an attack back, and then we'll switch out into something else, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much Registeel. Oh, we're running the attack investment so we can hit the Excadrill harder, I guess. I don't know. We are bringing Hero in this week. It's going to be fun time with Verzion. We're running Life Orb, and we're running Special Verzion because I think his team is actually pretty weak to Special Verzion, if I'm looking at it. We're running Calm Mind, Giga Drain, Focus Blast, and HP Fire. HP Fire is there to hit the Breloom, because Giga Drain and Focus Blast don't really hit the Breloom very well. But once we're set up, Dual Stab hits pretty much his entire team. We're going to have to set up quite a bit to be able to deal with the Cresselia, and I don't think the Verzion staying on Cresselia is the best idea anyways. We also cannot hit the Moltres with this, so this Verzion set is sort of situational. Excuse me. It's a very situational set. We're going to have to be proactive with this in our thinking, and we're going to have to chip down some of his threats to Verzion. I do eat a Bug Buzz from Galvantula, and we are trying to speed tie with Timid Max Speed. We're trying to speed tie with Galvantula because HP Fire does a lot to that thing. It does so much damage to that thing. It does so much damage. So it'll be interesting to see what Hero does. We're running max special attack, obviously, because we're a special attacker. So this is going to be a really fun set to work out. Verzion does have equal base special attack and attack, so you can really run it either way, and I just chose to run it specially this week because we already have so many physical attackers on the team. And our last member of the team this week is Death. We're bringing back Mega Absol. Unfortunately, Mega Absol had a very untimely death itself in the last match against Bob in the Atlantic City Altarias, switching in on a Blastoise Aurasphere and just dropping. But we're bringing it back because, it has a really good matchup. I think that'll be pretty standard for Absol throughout most of the season, is that it's got a good matchup. We're running Thunderbolt to hit the Moltres and the Swallow and the Tapu Fini. Knockoff to hit anything on his team, bar Tapu Fini and Breloom. Fire Blast for the Breloom, the Excadrill, and the Galvantula. I actually, Fire Blast will Oko the Galvantula if he has no bulk, turn 1. And we're running Sucker Punch, especially for the Excadrill in Sand. It'll be key for us to have this Sucker Punch so that we can hit him back really hard. Stab Sucker Punch. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. We're running 200 Speed Naive. Obviously this is regular Absol, so it's only in base 75, but Mega Absol's base 115. So we are outspeeding Galvantula by 1 point with this combination of Nature plus Speed EVs. And again, we can Oko it. With 60 special attack investment is where we can Oko with Fire Blast on the Galvantula turn 1. So that's the plan. I don't plan on letting anyone get webs up on me this season, and I'm just going to bring Mega Absol against everyone who has webs, because it's ridiculous. Like, stop bringing webs. CSA has a fairly slow team, so I think that he would bring webs to complement that. I think he would bring webs with sand. He did that against Mugen last week. He brought webs with sand so that Excadrill outsped everything for sure. I did do some math, and none of my Mons can Scarf to outspeed Sandrush Excadrill in Sand. There's no way. Not even Adamant. Adamant, Sandrush, Excadrill outspeeds my entire team, like without a doubt. So that's why I have the priority in Sucker Punch, and I have a lot of bulk on my Mons so that I can live some hits and fire some back. I'm really hoping to catch it on a switch in, but if it comes into Revenge Kill, I'm kind of screwed, and I think I probably just like, yeah, I lose him on, essentially. I'm sure Virizion eats a hit, but we're gonna have to like hit a Focus Blast on that thing, which is gonna be a problem. So yeah, that's pretty much the team. I do want to shout out Kade again, just like I do every week. He is my assistant coach in this league. And we did make a drop. Oh, I should mention the drop. So we did originally have Golbat, which we dropped for Empoleon, and then it was pointed out to me that I have 7 fighting weaknesses on my team, and no fighting resist, bar Mimikyu. So I did drop Empoleon, which was one of the 7 fighting resist, and I picked up Mantine, which does the same job. It's a good water type. It's actually a water immunity, which is also kind of nice to my team that I kind of needed. It's a fighting resist with its flying typing, and it's a defogger as well as Empoleon was. So I just replaced Empoleon with Mantine. That's pretty much the deal. And yeah, so shout out to Kade for the artwork that you'll see over here, the shiny Stuffle in the background, and I will see you guys for our week 2 match against CSA and the Tacoma Tapus.